I suspect that you guys asked me to moderate this because I'm kind of a geek. And so I'd like to actually just have you guys raise your hand for a quick, I'd like to know how geeky the cast of Big Bang Theory actually is. So raise your hands if any of these things are true, and you guys in the audience can play along. Raise your hand if you've ever wished you had a real lightsaber and have actually thought about what it's like. Okay, good. Yeah. If you've ever taken something completely apart in order to make it better. If you've ever bought a comic book series as it came out. If you know who Captain Pike is. If you can recite pi to more than 4 places. If you have a favorite Star Trek captain. All right, that's okay. Chuck and Bill, I would like to know, I want to talk about how the series got started, but actually the question that's burning in my mind is what's been the response of the scientific community to the amount of science you put into the show?
It's mostly been pretty good. We get some complaints, but we have a consultant at UCLA named David Salzberg, who's a professor of astrophysics, and he answers the complaints because he gives us all. He makes sure we get the science right.
And is the science? What about the? I've heard that the stuff on the boards, on Sheldon and Leonard's boards, is actually real equations.
Oh yeah, it's legit.
They've been working on. Sheldon's been working on a problem that has progressed. That progressed last year and continues to progress. And then there's usually something that vaguely. When we did the time machine episode, there were some equations that vaguely referred to time travel. So, physicists who freeze frame. I don't know how big a group that is. Physicists who freeze frame can enjoy it.
Do you get? Have you gotten any responses from people telling you that you messed something up? That you got something
all the time. And but Professor Salzberg says that we have not, so that we've made no mistakes whatsoever.
Jim.
Yes, sir.
Your shirts.
My shirts.
I was visiting sheldonshirts.com this morning.
Yeah. My mother sent me that link one day.
I was surprised to find myself ordering 3 or 4 of them right off the bat.
I'm very pleased. I mean, I make no money off of it, and I have nothing to do with it, but it's thrilling to know that you can buy them.
Do you ever, actually even more than the shirts, do you ever wear the sweaters home?
No. I like some of them very much, though.
The chemistry on the cast seems really, really fantastic. Do you guys hang out together off-set?
Yes. Yeah. A lot.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kaylee just said yesterday that she goes, we kind of just all live together now. It's kind of a little family. I mean, we don't live together, but we've spent a lot of time together. Yeah.
If you 4 guys are together, do people come up to you and ask you to solve problems for them?
Nobody's been that foolish.
So that was one of the things I was wondering was, does the world perceive you guys as smarter now that you've been done a whole season of the show?
Unfortunately, yes. they're mistaken though. We're just as dumb as we've always been.
Have you, all kidding aside though, have you actually learned stuff from the show? Have you actually learned things you didn't know beforehand? Aside from just some geek cred facts?
Sure, I learned to pronounce a lot of different words I'd never seen before, and I read somewhere, and everybody argues with me, but I read this in the Physics 101 book when I thought I could maybe pick up something, which I couldn't, but I did. It said that a glass of ice water does not begin to go up in temperature until the last bit of ice has completely dissolved, and then the temperature starts to change. And no one believes me. I read that in the Smithsonian Physics 101 book, so it's not my fault if that's not true.
It's true.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm writing that I'm writing that down. That sounds good.
It's good. It's fine with me.
That's a really dull episode of Mythbusters.
We've done this before.